And that brings us to Thomas Gieboy right now, keeping track of our weather. Thomas, how you doing?
Doing well, Brian. How are you doing this evening?
Hey, just fine. Utah Lake looking nice behind you there.
It sure is. And we are looking at our ripples in the water because we're seeing some strong winds. But one thing I want to focus your attention on with this view from Utah Lake and Linden is as you look over towards Lake Mountain, it gets hard to see it because we are seeing some pretty dusty conditions out there along and west of I-15 thanks to our strong winds. We'll talk about that in just one moment. But because of our southerly winds, our temperatures have been pushed to the 50s and 60s for most. Even St. George a little while ago hit 70 degrees. Not bad for March 1st. But again, we are seeing some pretty strong winds, and we have seen several wind gusts over 50 miles per hour so far today. And at this point, winds are still gusting to 40 miles per hour or more in several locations. We have multiple wind advisories and high wind warnings in place. Most of these are currently in effect and will continue through at least Saturday night. Some of these will actually continue into early on Sunday. The reason why you don't see the northern mountains included within high wind warnings or wind advisories is because that gets encompassed from our winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories that we have in place. We have alerts in place across most of the Beehive State. And as our next winter storm system moves in, it's going to bring some pretty healthy snow, especially to our mountains. For our northern valleys, we do have winter weather advisories posted. These are going to begin tomorrow and will continue through Sunday for basically all of our alerts that are in place. We could see 2 to 8 inches for our northern valleys, including the Salt Lake Valley north to Cache, while Utah Valley and also eastern Juab County could pick up between 4 and 8 inches of snow, generally 1 to 2 feet for our northern mountains, with maybe a few spots seeing upwards of 3 feet, and the Wasatch Back could see 8 to 16, maybe upwards of 20 inches in areas like Park City. And as you make your way into central and southern Utah, we could see 1 to 2 feet with locally 3 feet for most mountains. Western Juab and Millard counties could see 1 to 4 inches, 1 to 2 feet for the Wasatch Plateau and Book Cliffs. And for the eastern Uintas and for the LaSalle and the Abajos in the eastern portion of the state, 6 to 12 inches looks achievable. So most of the wet weather is going to begin tomorrow, but we are seeing some showers out there currently, mainly favoring the high terrain for areas mostly along and north of the I-80 corridor, with northwestern Utah, southeastern Idaho, and northeast Nevada being the busiest spots to this point. But what we're watching is that strong storm system that's currently moving into California. That's going to be the storm system that moves into our neighborhood, sending in a pretty strong cold front along with it. And ahead of that front tomorrow, there will be the potential for a few rumbles of thunder. And that general thunderstorm risk exists for most spots along the I-15 corridor from the Utah-Idaho line, more or less down to Cedar City. And I wouldn't be surprised even if St. George heard a few rumbles of thunder tomorrow. Let's begin the futurecast, and I'll start this at 7 o'clock in the morning, because as we move into tomorrow morning, that's when the front starts to move its way into our neighborhood. We have a line of organized showers likely ahead of this front, and it will continue to work its way into the state as we go from the morning into the afternoon, and likely moves across the Wasatch Front at some point from tomorrow morning through the afternoon. Ahead of the front, mainly valley rain and mountain snow. Behind the front, we'll likely see that valley rain become valley snow fairly quickly, and by 7 o'clock in the evening, we'll likely see scattered showers behind the front, mainly snow, with valley rain and mountain snow ahead of the front, with those showers working their way down into southern Utah. Even as the front moves away, we'll hold on to the chance for scattered snow showers through our Sunday as we see more energy and moisture moving in from the west. In places like St. George, it's mainly going to stay rain, but for just about everyone else, we're going to be looking at a pretty decent chance of seeing straight snow. So let's go ahead and put things into motion on the futurecast temperatures, and we'll start this at 10 o'clock tonight. Through tonight, we're going to be looking at pretty mild temperatures with overnight lows in the 30s and 40s for most. And here's 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's when the cold front starts to enter our doorstep, and you can see it moving from west to east as we go from the morning into the afternoon. By 11 o'clock in the morning, Logan likely down to freezing, while Salt Lake City could still be at 50 degrees. But look how quickly those temperatures cool behind the front. By 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we could be looking at a temperature of 34 degrees in Salt Lake, while the front will be working its way down into central and southern Utah. And St. George will likely see a daytime high of 60 before the front arrives, with a chance of scattered rain showers tomorrow, isolated on Sunday, and then a little bit calmer into next week before our next system arrives going into Thursday, with temperatures staying near or slightly below our seasonal averages. Then along the Wasatch Front, that rain becomes snow tomorrow as our temperatures cool quickly behind the front. We won't likely get out of the 30s on Sunday, so we hold on to that chance for scattered snow showers, and a little unsettled through next week, highs in the 40s, with our next good chance of wet weather on Thursday. But the next 36 hours, going to be a roller coaster. Buckle up.